Hello everyone and welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be doing another practice session for the semifinals of TTL4. So we're up against Nikov and we have to prepare. The match will be later today and right now I've got like 8 hours to prep. I'm waking up rather early today to get started early and get a head start on the day. And today I've got something very spicy for you guys. So let me go ahead and show it to you guys and run you through my thought process. We have a couple ideas, but in this video, I'm just going to show one of them. And you guys liked the last video I made similar to this style, so I hope this one will be just as good. And let's hop right into it. So here we've got the display. One second, add my webcam here. All right, so this is a T90 stream here from a couple days ago where Nikov played Hart in the quarterfinals. I won't spoil the result, but obviously Nikov won since I'm playing him. So Nikov did something very smart here. Hart went ahead and picked Rocky Forest, and he picked Chinese first. Chinese is considered the best civ on Rocky Forest, and Nikov last picked Mayans to counter the Chinese. And the way he played it was he sent the Vil forward right away. See this? Vil forward came right away and started laming the deer and bothering Hart's start with the Chinese. Chinese, if they have a bad start, they get up to a horrible situation food-wise. Because to start with less resources, they rely heavily on the deer, and you can see Nikov is bothering Hart, not letting him, lure the deer, sending the Vil to harass. It was a very, very smart move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully pick Rocky Forest, try to first pick Chinese if I can, but play them somewhere else. And to counter the Mayans, and he'll think that I'm going to go Chinese most likely, because I'm going to have Chinese in the draft. That's at least the game plan. So he'll pick Mayans on Rocky Forest, and I'll have in the draft Goths. So in this game, I'm going to be testing out the Goths versus Mayans on this map. This is a very notorious counter pick. I'm dropping good luck, have fun. I'm also rocking some practice here with Daniel. Honestly, a good friend of mine in the community. I've known him for a few years now, and he's been super, super, super solid practice for me. Always delivering when I needed him. Whether he's in or not even part of the tournament, he's always ready to help me, which I really appreciate. So big shout out to Daniel. I'm going to be testing this matchup. And you might be thinking, why do I have to test Goths Mayans? It should be like easy, like what's even the point? And the point is just to make sure. Goths, at lower levels, destroy Mayans. That's not even a competition. At higher levels, Goths destroy Mayans, but you kind of have to survive the early game a little bit. Like Mayans get off to a slightly better start. So the big idea here is I just want to see how to play it. I've got a couple ideas, and the main game plan is the standard Goth game plan, which is get the Husk Girls, win the game, as simple as that. And I've got a couple ideas of how do I get there. So it's probably something like Drush or Men-at-Arms. On this map, it's really hard to wall. So those are my two main units or main openings that I can go for. And I'm leaning more towards trying Men-at-Arms, because I think going Men-at-Arms Skirm is a really solid opening that should be hard to deal with, and it should buy me enough time to where I'll be completely fine going into the mid and late game. And if I can survive until I get Husk Girls and I'm in a good position, then mines have no chance. It becomes like low elo again. No matter how much your opponent can micro, no matter how good he is, you're not microing archers versus Husk Girls. It's just not going to happen. So that's the game plan, and let's see if it works. Now let's talk a little bit more for those who are interested about like the tournament round as well. If this works, it's going to be a best of 7 in the semifinals. If this works, I will, be in a really good position in the draft, because I have my Chinese first pick still available. I have my last pick Goths that will beat his Mayans, and I think if he wants to play the same matchup, he'll have to pick Mayans a bit earlier, because he might be scared of me snagging them, because he already showed, the strategy. So he definitely has to watch out, from that perspective as well. He might be thinking he has to earlier pick Mayans. If he does that, then that's better for me, because that means he's securing, Mayans earlier, and I already have a counter pick set up for them, so I'm not really scared of them. So that's the game plan. Let's see if it works. Let's test out this matchup. Alright, let's go to this wood line. This map is really interesting. Honestly, it's a really good map. This is probably my favorite map of the tournament. The tournament doesn't really have the best maps for me. I mean, they're fine for my playstyle, but I'm not a huge fan of playing them. I just don't think they're very fun. But this map is the exception. I think this map is very fun. But also really hard to play. So, and it's always tricky still. All right, do like that. And the idea with this kind of draft approach is that I get to, on a map that I like to play and that it's my comfort zone, I get to play a lower tier pick. So if I can snag a win, I save my higher tier picks for the maps that I'm not very comfortable on. So it gives me a higher chance to win those. Which I think is a good strategy in a best of 7. You want to try to like maximize the amount of games that you can win In a best of 5, I think you can go all in on 3 maps. Like, give up 2 maps, pick like garbage civs or whatever you have. You don't even care if you win them on your 2 worst maps, and then on your 3 best maps, just pick your best civs and then just go for it. And on a best of 5, I think that's a winning strat. But in best of 7, you have to be a bit more of a complete player than that. You have to really try to win as many maps as possible. Because naturally in the best of 7, you're going to be playing a lot of maps anyway. Alright, here I'm learning as much gear as I possibly can. I think this guy's going to make a house and barrack here. Probably one more deer. With the idea of men-at-arms, so another house here would be nice. I'm going to skip the mill for the men-at-arm build. And something like 20 bills or even 21 bills is going to be fine. I don't need to go up too fast for the men-at-arms, because the plan is to do men-at-arms plus skirm follow-up. And I don't expect men-at-arms on their own to do anything. I'm really working with the skirm follow-up as the main play. Okay, so build order is a bit scuffed. I had to go to wood a bit earlier. My bad. So I have to keep note of that. What's good about this is that by practicing, even if it's a really good matchup, by practicing, I know exactly how to do the build when the real tournament comes around, so it's pretty much always good to just practice. No matter how good your idea sounds, just test it out once, at least. I have some idle time. So yeah, it's going to be 21 probably. Oh, actually, I have a lot of food. Maybe I can do 20, yeah. Maybe I can do 20. Alright. 9 on wood is good. Normally 8 is fine, but this wood line is a bit, like, messy. Alright, nice. Perfect. Okay. Pretty good start. Probably need to house this. Just, I think it's good to, like, kind of keep that as walled as possible. So that's what we're going to hit the wood line. And the main goal of the men-at-arm here is actually just to put pressure on my opponent and set up the skirm play. I realized I made a huge mistake and I didn't get my sheep. I've got another set of sheep probably down here. My fault. It's another thing I have to worry about. I have to worry about a lot of things. House into... found them both. Alright, so this pressure is really good. Alright, so despite all those mishaps, and he can't quick wall. He can't like small wall this. I get some solid pressure here, guaranteed. So I really like this approach. Yeah, I like men-at-arms. Oh, first game of the day. No one saw that. I'm just trying to play patiently because. You went skirm. I'm gonna add men-at-arms then for skirms. That's gonna counter them. Alright, perfect. Feeling pretty good about this. If he's on skirm, I don't think that's good long term. This is what I have. Let's see. I'm not sure though. And arms are always just so awkward. This is hard for him because normally this is horrible for me, but because he can't wall his stuff, this is actually completely fine. See how hard the game is for him? I lost the scout. Honestly, it's been super sloppy on my end. Let's try to calm it down a little. It's okay. It makes sense that it's a bit sloppy because it's a hard game. It's a hard game for me as well. I'm microing like 3 different units. It's understandable. Here I want to open probably fletching, so I can poke his skirms. Keep massing men at arms. I shouldn't get the scourge here. This is actually still really good for me. Remember, the main goal here is just to buy time, and then probably like force the tower as well. That's like pretty good, because when you force the tower, you know he has to go all in Castle Age or like heavy army. They want DC. And that's, in my opinion, easy to play against when you know he has to do it. And I have to get this armor, so you take only 1 damage from skirms even after he gets fletching. This is a really good situation for me now. My skirms have to poke down his skirms, and my men arms are just like the meat shield, basically. And like I said, on Arabia, this would be like not really a good strategy, because he just walls and, you know, I can't do anything anyway. Men arms just run at him like zombies, and that's it. But here, because he can't wall me, actually has potential. So I have the armor again. Trying to micro. It's difficult. Daniel's got really good micro as well. I think he made a mistake there, though. I jinxed it, maybe. Look at the pathing on that one skirm. See that? With the tree? Alright, force the tower. I said I wanted. So I think against that tower, what we do is we go tower ourselves. So we continue making army. I played horribly there. Lost 2 scrims for free. 3 scrims. Full scrim from him is really good. I don't know if this is gonna work actually. Oh damn, the full scrims was really good in the end. He went 2 ranges. I shouldn't have lost the last 3 skirms. Like, this makes it really hard for me to deal with that. I have to keep the men at arms in front. Honestly, I like my strat. I think the execution has been rough so far, though. I'll do it a bit further back. With the men at arm in front, it works well. I just realized I had another idea. I could have sent a Vil forward myself and then harassed his gear with Goths. That's in Dark Age though. Nice. That's gonna bother him a lot. I like that. Main goal is just to buy time anyway. All these scrims get cleared up in Castle Age, so I'm not really too worried about those guys. Nice. Nice. Yeah, if I didn't lose, honestly, if I didn't lose so many skirms, I'd have really good numbers. And I like the idea of taking the deer forward. I think that's good too. It can help me get a faster cast each time, which is going to be super important as well. Question is, when do I go Husk Rolls? Skirm micro is a big part of this game though. Big part of it. I don't mind Skirm micro though. And Nikov's good at it, but so am I. Obviously, I'm getting no horse scholars, so my economy is gonna collapse soon. But it's fine. I like that I can just keep 2 on gold and now I have perfectly 200 gold. That's nice. Alright, nice. Alright, so I really think this game was like worst case scenario and we're still doing quite well. If I micro well and I start winning fights instead of actually losing them, I think I can easily gain a much better advantage. Let's see how the game ends. He's trying to go up to Castle Age as well right now, so keep an eye on his score. 2100, 2120. See when he clicks up. Question is, do I just spend 20 on stone now? I think I do. Just try to go to Husk Rolls, force it. I think it's the way to go, honestly. Play towards your win condition immediately. Literally just get this. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. His score is 2200. I don't think he clicked up. And if he did, he's way further ahead. He's like gonna be castellated in like 30 seconds if he already clicked up. Because I've been watching it for a minute. I still have to continue microing here, despite I don't really care about skirms, but I have to buy time. I don't want the skirms to attack me, you know? I'll get foraging because I want that later anyway. Might as well beef up the men at arms a bit. 2200 still for him. Yeah, but the men at arms in front, it should be a winning fight for me. Honestly, I was just bad, taking some bad trades earlier, but this is great. Strategy is fantastic. I'm loving it so far. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, cast it for him. All right, so it's fine. We have to go back with these guys. I hope he doesn't have eagles already. He's probably gonna get the lead skirm, and I just have to try to buy some time. Get the castle. I need to mark it because the castle cannot be delayed at all. Luckily, Huskers beat Eagles as well, so I just have to get the castle literally, and I'm chilling. I might make a dive for his villas here just to buy even more time. It's fake though. Alright, literally just slam down the castle. Send those guys home as well. Alright, nice, bless. Actually, I want new builds to go here. Don't need as much on stone anymore. I know he got Bodkin. Yeah, he got Bodkin Hera. That should probably be a TC, actually. Hold off. I don't want to mill on a TC. Okay, nice. Now I get the Huskers, which is the game plan. Squires. Not bad. Not the cleanest game, but not bad. We got to the point I wanted to get to, and this is like where I had to hold. Honestly, I think Daniel played it perfectly. Like anything else he did, if he did straight archers, he would just hard die to the skirms. So him opening skirms was actually very, very, very smart. I don't know why I can't pass here. I should be able to. Okay. Now I'm not scared of him counterattacking me because I have a castle. I've got Huskers. This army I don't really care about, so I'm gonna try to do as much damage as possible right now. Quite a strong army actually. Elite skirm, yeah. He'll probably like, what is he gonna do? Elite skirm monk? We forced the tower as well, so he can't boom that efficiently. So at this point, I don't know what he can do, honestly. I'm gonna run this army around. Let's start playing with the Huskers now. Even if he has a small equal lead, he will get destroyed in late game. So I don't think that's, you know, like that does anything. Let's see. Let's see what he has in mind. One good thing is actually just outposts on the sides here. And town watch. Someone told me to do that. I don't know who, but it's a good idea. I think Lewis, actually. Lewis told me. Good idea. Yeah, let's get a third TC. I just want to play like standard. I don't want to play anything crazy. It's just like Skirm versus Husker now. I should be chilling. Monk, I'm not chilling with Monk. I have to go back. But that will be... Like, I don't really care about Monk long term, so I will be fine with that guy later. Let's wait till he takes the relic here. Then I'll swarm him. Set the trap. He should go for it. Yeah, he went for it now. You know, he knows I saw it. Now we commit, obviously, because now it's like 1-for-1 worst case. Yeah. Which is worth. Versus 2, I'm gonna run back though. He's got plumes. Okay, interesting. Plumes are decent against Huskell. Maybe I go Elite Skirm. That's a pretty good idea. Elite Skirm just to be extra safe against those plumes. And then I still mind Stone for castle in the center, and we can go for like all-in castle age. Mass Huskers, late castle age. I like this idea. The Elite Skirm is not to counter the plumes, though. It's to counter the monk specifically. I think he's overstepping here. Let's see. It's just hard to like. Infantry is like kind of buns in a way because they're just so slow. Yeah, it's like you can never make a play with them. You just kind of like. If you have enough to overrun your opponent, good. If not, sit back. Can't do anything. kind of how infantry feel like. I think I have enough to overrun him now, though. These scrims were fantastic against the monks. Oh, amazing play from him. Alright, nice. And Squirrely's already mine, which is good. Again, the tide will turn. Like, my late game is way better. It's not even close. Just about getting there. I think I'll do one more TC because I'm going to go all in castle anyway. I want to castle in the center now. I send the bills for it. Yeah, you can go here. Ooh, you went for second castle as well. Interesting. So maybe I have to play towards imp now instead. Ooh, it's an interesting situation actually. He has ballistics. I have to micro that. I have no choice but to dive this. I think I'll go all in castle. I already committed to the 4TC anyway. Alright, so to do that, you have to set up a raid. So I'm going to send these guys around to raid immediately. Start funneling some of those guys here. I'm even going to go for a couple of those down here to make side barracks and attack them like that. So look at his score. He dropped like 300 score. He's up for sure. So he just clicked up to Imperial H. That's the timing we're working with. Oh, another freaking... another castle. That's going to be really hard to work with, actually. Okay. I committed to the all-in castle already, though. I think it is the right play. Let's see if it works. It's going to be a lot about raiding. I'm going to have to back up here. Oof. That's rough. Well, I hope my raid can do wonders here. If it's not wonders, I'm dead. Good start. Actually, I will go for TC here. I want to build up into a castle. I will lose the front castle. I'm not even going to try to hold it. No point of even trying to hold that. But it's a macro game now. Relics don't matter as well. We don't need to pick this up. Got a lot of plumes though. God, those things are insane. He's one-shotting me. I need the armor. I feel like I have no res. I need to wait for this armor. I cannot be getting one shot by those guys. I think we're dead. Holy, okay. I have it. Let's try. I never got the Goths spam. Like, I'm there now, but I'm dying. Let's try to hold. Trying to make the game as messy as possible, but man, his castles are controlling so much ground. Oh, that's good. He knows he has to win fast. That's good. I don't think I can hold that now. Yeah, I'm getting like one tapped. Just a few monks are so good to break the massive Huskers that I have. Maybe. No, it's over. Alright. Okay, so that didn't work, but you have to understand why it didn't work now. Okay, let's analyze that. He made the perfect reaction. I like what he did. Maybe what I need to do is throw him off his perfect build order and send the Vil forward to harass him and take away his deer. If I take away his deer, but then if I don't take deer myself, it's going to be hard to go men-at-arms. Interesting. Okay. What I could do... And he went for a second TC really fast with Plumes. Plumes proved to be quite solid. Maybe going Huskor right away was not the play then. Maybe I could have went Elite Skirm first, and then boomed first, and then went Huskor later. So there's a few things that could have been better, and of course I could do better microfights. But I do like the idea. I think it's quite solid actually. So I might have to try this again. I think I'll ask him for a rematch on the same civs. Let's Oh my goodness! I had so many more vills. That's disgusting. Ah, that's disgusting. I had so many more vills. How can I not win this game? Even now, I can probably still win, honestly. It might not be over. Well, it probably is, because I'm getting snowballed. And I can never fight the Plumes. So what was my mistake? Like, he had 70 vills. I double his vill count. The side raids were fantastic. The problem is, if I give up the middle, there's all the gold in the center. So side raids are good, but if he just expands to the center... And if he expands in the center, I'm raiding the side, I can't get to the center, because I have to go through his castles. So that's a bit awkward as well. Raiding his farm economy doesn't do much. Okay, I think I can make this work. I think, given the circumstances, I think I just have to play a bit better. Better build. Yeah, better build, play a bit better. Maybe not rush into Husk rolls. I think that's the two things I'm learning here. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time in the same video and see if we can make that work. So like the last video, I also messed up. I had to redo the strat, but it's okay. Like that's the thing. The first strat, you learn. First time you do it, you learn what you could do better. Sometimes after the first game, I just say the strategy's garbage. What was I thinking? And I just throw it out the window. But this time, I think it's very good. I'll give it again. I'll give it another go. I can do a lot of things better. It's a mixture of playing better and then also making a few smarter choices. Because I really want this win. If I can get this win, I'm beating his Mayans. I save my Chinese for another map, and I use Goths, which will probably be like a last pick. So I really want to make this work, and I think it could work. Quite well. So let's give it one last try. I say the same thing. I'll do things differently though. All right, let's do it. So the build would be a bit better. I think I'll still try the men-at-arms. I don't like the Vil forward idea that I had briefly. Because if I send a Vil forward, I'm not luring deer, and I think I want to lure deer. I just want to do my strategy. Laming Mines is not that crazy either because they have an eagle early game, so not like I'm eager to go go send a Vil forward and fight them. Okay. Yeah, also I missed my sheep last game, so a lot of things went wrong. If I just remember. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It gives me a lot of confidence, actually, because that tells me, like, okay, if all those things go, like, well, go normally, and I play a bit better in the fight, I think I'll have a really good advantage over my opponent. One thing I want to cut down is, like, last game he had a 1 minute faster cast stage time, right? That's kind of unacceptable. I want to hit castle at the same time. Because the problem is, when he hits castle faster, I'm in a situation where I don't really know what he's going to go for. I'm not controlling the game anymore. So, like, I was scared last game of him going straight eagles. That's why I rushed down the castle, if you remember. I also had elite skirms of his that I had to deal with, so... The situation was not easy because of that faster castage that he had gotten. Okay, I've got my gold here. So see if I can lumber camp same place as the gold. It's generally speaking what you want to do. So in case you have to tower it, covers both. Ideally, my lumber camp on this map because I have to see where to make it. It's not like Arabia. Some areas are like 1 tile away, and some are like 2 tiles away, like this. So I have to watch out. Yeah, this is looking good right here. Alright. And these videos may be a little long for the channel. Normally my videos are like 15 to 30, maybe 40. This one might, be close to an hour, but I don't mind that because it shows you like just how much time, and effort goes into the practice, so you guys can really feel exactly what we're feeling as well. And a lot of this trial and error is just part of the game. Like if you don't try something and you fail, then you'll just show up with the same strategies every time. And if you look at my gameplay like historically in tournaments, I almost never show up with the same strategies unless I'm sure it's unbeatable, or unless it's with like the best civ, right? But when I come up with other strategies, I almost always mix it up because what I do is I assume that my opponent watched my last game, and I assume they're not going to do the same thing and let me win with the same strategy again. Like I just assume that's not going to happen. It could, but I think it's a safe assumption to make sure my opponent's going to be prepared for me and ready to counter what I already showed. So a lot of times from round to round, especially in the knockout stage, I always try to mix things up. In group stage and whatnot, I just play what's comfortable and that's fine. That's why in group stage I can drop a few games here and there, but usually my best round, you know what it is? The finals. Because that's where I come out with everything. And if I win, that's it. Tournament's done. Book is closed. Yeah, build is way better this time. Oh, look at that. 175 on the dot. After this guy, this one last year, I'm going to go get my sheep. And then move on. You need to go to wood. And on the way there, you're going to make a house as well. So we said we're going to try for 20 pop. Let's see if we can do that. Worst case, I'll just do 21 though. So a couple things that I liked from last game. I liked just keeping 2 bills on gold the entire game. I think that was really good. Alright, perfect. And I also didn't really care for the 9 on wood directly. Didn't think I needed that much. I think 8 is fine. Okay, let's go pick those guys up. I think 8 on wood feels better, probably. But then again... the build should be better this time. Like I'll have just more food, less idle time. I think it's fine. Let's go for the 9. Sure. Make a house. It's a 9. Shit. I'm so late on my scout. I'll just send the militia. Catch up with the scout. Good thing is I always know where he is. He's always like straight down the middle. So I don't have that RNG factor like in Arabia where I don't know where my opponent is. I need to scout him. So I can basically lure deer until the last minute. Okay, I'll make range here with this guy. I would do pretty much the exact same thing on my end. I'm going to do things differently. but I think the main strat would be like the same. At least for the early game. Oh yeah, much better, hitting one pop faster. Check his woodline. His woodline's on the other side. Field loop around his base. Yeah, this is way better. Definitely want it to be 20. Still take a hit. Some things never change. I don't want to stray too far. There's one spear, it's like such a good play. Gonna try to mix them up this time. Attack different, kind of like attack different areas. Honestly, he's doing a really good job defending. I don't even know if Nikov will come up with the skirm opening. That's like... I'm actually surprised that Dino came up with it. It's like the perfect counter. If he's not archers, I'm pretty sure he just instantly dies. And the fact that Skirm can counter Men-at-Arm that efficiently, it just shows how bad Men-at-Arm are right now. But this is like the one situation where they could be good, so let's try to use them. Alright. This is our power spike, so I'm going to try to... I think I'll try to trade versus Vils this time. Oh, tower's there, yeah, true. Do I go for the tower? Maybe I don't go for the tower. I don't really like how that played out. I don't think that my tower did enough, so let's just go around this side. And continue pressuring, like, buildings, for example. That might be better than going forward tower. Yeah, going forward tower cost a lot, actually. Didn't really get much out of it. We forgot Bidax. Oops. Don't make the other mistakes, but make new ones. Missing Bidax, one of the worst feelings in the entire game. At this point, I stopped making Men-at-Arms as well. I don't really need more. With the scout, I'm gonna scout the map. I can't really fight with scout and two other groups. It's really hard. I'm getting a lot of pressure on him. I like this. It's not easy for him to play this. Units casually freezing. We'll get that fixed next DLC. Heavy on gold. He like markets up. Interesting. He will market up. And he can't even sell stone. Got an eagle made, probably. Yeah, it's definitely an eagle. He wouldn't make a spear at this point. Let's go wheelbarrow. And then after that, we can go up. Wheelbarrow is needed on this map because of how bad the wood is. I'm committing a bit more, by the way. Let's see how that plays out. Oh, it's pretty good. Nice. I lose a couple men at arms, but force some repairs, not bad. I even kill the range. Oh, this is nice. I like that. He's up. Oh, you can see a much better situation for me this game. No tower. The tower was a waste. Good thing we practiced this, because I would definitely go for the tower in the tournament, thinking, you know, it should be a really good play. The tower is a waste. Because it idles my 4 bills so much to send them forward and then have to go all the way back as well. And I think we're going to try to play Elite Scrim Longsword as well here. Instead of Husker right away. I think I'm not really scared of eagles at this point. I have so many skirms that I just one-shot them. Well, I like 3-hit them. So what do we do? Forging. More skirm. Just I stay on the one range, one barracks, and that's it. Keep making everything. He's already down a range. Can my unit stop freezing? Those eagles are a bit annoying, actually. Look at my units, they're always freezing. Same thing happens for him, though. Happens to everyone. By far the most frustrating thing as a pro AoE2 player. Alright, he's up the castle now. Still gets it 1 minute faster, though. But this time, no. This time he used the market, though. I don't think he did that last time. At least not as much. So I saw like 20 bills on gold. So I'm actually chilling. You know what? We just go back and add a second TC right away. The game should be completely over if I can just hold. Oh yeah, this is really good. This is a really good approach. I like this. So squires first, so I can actually hit something. Perfect. Eagles. He's not really committing that hard to eagles. He wants elite skirm. I don't get gambesons though. I think I have to delay bowsaw. Elite skirm tech is so crucial. All we have to do is hold this pressure now. Because I don't think he added a TC. My comp is better, but harder to use. He's got +2 in eagles, interesting. That's actually quite annoying. played it a bit differently this game. It's not going towards plumes, which makes sense. I played it differently. Action, reaction. Makes sense. They taught me that in physics class. I applied it to Age of Empires. Do you see that? I hate this situation where I have to counter Elite Skirm with Elite Skirm. I don't like that at all. It always feels awkward. But I don't really have to like kill them though. I just have to survive. I have to keep that in mind. We are just trying to survive. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just make the game messy. Send a couple to his gold. Like they do to me, you know. They always said a couple things here, a couple things there. Let's do the same. I'm gonna get the ballistics as well a second. Nice. Game should get way harder. Yeah, look at that. Now we're Longshot's actually hitting. I mean, he's got to focus in multiple areas. His micro here is good, but probably failing back here. Yep. My units are cheap. Oh, this is fantastic. Nice. GG. Oh, okay, this was amazing. Yeah. This follow-up approach? No, only early. This follow-up approach was very good. So, you know what? I'm happy I gave it a second go. We learned so much from that first game. I guess Meiko is bad from the raids then. Yeah, the constant having to pull those hurts over time. Yeah. He went market and did not have much faster. I had a wheelbarrow and a really good economy. And as you can see, it's 1 TC to be able to afford all of this because he made that tower. So it's a really easy win condition. I force the tower, then I go second TC to pull ahead, but not third right away because then I risk dying. So I just go 2 TC and hold the all-in push. Really easy game plan. Super simple. Scale to late game and win. So many improvements over the first game. First game I went forward tower, slowed me down. I went Huskers right away, which was probably not the right call. I think Skirm Longsword just to hold. The castle is very expensive if it comes down too fast. And if I just do all of that correctly, I should be in a really good spot to win using, my hopefully last pick Goths versus his mines. That's the main game plan. I hope it works out. Obviously, a million things can go wrong, but that's one of my ideas. I've got a few other ideas, but I can't make like 10 videos about one set. So this is the most interesting idea I had that I want to make a video about. And yeah, at this point, well, if it happens in the event and I get Goths versus mines, I'll show you what happens. And you can enjoy a few highlights from the match. And that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a nice time with the video. Let me know in the comments if you guys did like, do like videos like this. If you guys want me to make more of them, scroll through the stats quickly if you want to see them. And as always, if you want more content from me, especially educational content, check out my Patreon for all the exclusive guides and content. And if you want to check me out on my live stream, check me out on Twitch. Link to the live stream in the description below, as well as the Patreon. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and really like the video if you guys did enjoy it. That's what tells me that you guys want to see more like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Nikov last picks Mayans again, and Rocky Forest is out there. He did pick Mayans on Rocky Forest against Chinese in his previous series. So I don't think that guarantees that he plays it, but I think that puts it in Hera's minds, and I'm sure Hera would have looked at the drawing board and thought a little bit about it.